¿Qué pasó, mi gente? It's MarkTip25 otra vez. I know there's another video. I'm trying to see how many I can get out like today, just while my mind is fresh with the ideas and while I actually have the time, because I've recently started a new endeavor as being a substitute teacher. So I'm going to be pretty much splitting my time between my other job and being a substitute teacher. And yeah, it's going to be hard to make videos after this, so I'm just trying to see how much I can get out at this point before I am kind of in the dark again. But anyhow, that's not the point. So, okay, I'm just going to talk about, I'm kind of going to make this a dual topic of free agents, well, not free agency, the trade deadline, and just how it occurred for my Mavericks. So, yeah, as far as the trade deadline, a lot of people thought, oh, it was a decent trade deadline, and I don't know, considering what was said and considering all the rumors, it didn't pan out as well as I thought it would. I mean, granted, yeah, you had D'Lo to the Timberwolves, and that was a pretty dang good trade as far as for the Timberwolves was concerned. Yeah, Capella went to the Hawks, and Rocco finally went somewhere. The only thing is to the Rockets, and now the Rockets barely have a center. And I mean, are they really going to play Tyson Chandler all that much, or are they just going to play the small ball lineup for the rest of the season? Who knows in that regard. And then very, very sad for Andre Drummond that he got traded to the Cavaliers instead of a legitimate contender. But I don't know. I didn't personally want him as a Mavericks fan because he doesn't space the floor. He clogs the lane, and I think Luka and KP need a little bit of space within the lane if they're going to coexist. And then as far as other big trades that I heard, okay, Markieff Morris to the Clippers. That's pretty huge, actually. I think that's going to give the Clippers a little bit of added grit to their team, just to make a decent playoff run for the finals. The Lakers really didn't end up doing much. I thought they were going to at least do something with Kuzma, but it didn't end up panning out. Just a lot of teams didn't end up moving the pieces that I thought they would move, especially, in my opinion, the Mavericks. They did a trade. It's like they traded Isaiah Robbie and something else for some random guy. Then they traded that guy again for Willie Cauley-Stein. I'm mixed on Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, I'm a little bit more certain now. Sorry, my cat's in the way. I'm a little bit more certain now about him. I mean, he has potential, but at first sight, didn't think it was a good move. Didn't think it was a good move at all. Because I mean, he hasn't really had a very good resume, but maybe that's partially for him being on the Kings. The Kings were not that good of a team, and then the Warriors this year have just been a mess without Steph and Clay. So yeah, but these past few games, Willie Cauley-Stein has actually played really well. Like, he was 100% the game before this last one. And I'm starting to feel that they should utilize him more. You would think you'd utilize a player more if you traded for the guy, right? But apparently with Rick Carlisle, that shit doesn't happen. And I don't know why. I don't know what his deal is with not playing certain players that they trade for. It's like, and this is my thought process. I don't know why Mark Cuban and Donnie Nelson put so much stock in a guy. Yes, he won you a championship, but that was 9 years ago. And again, I'm going to get a lot of fucking crap from Mavericks Twitter. But, this is my cat, Emery. She likes to kind of get in the way. We're going to get a lot of shit from Mavericks Twitter as far as, as far as me trashing Carlisle. Look, I do like him, but at this point, I think there's got to be a point where you have to move on from a person. You have to change the culture up a bit, because it seems that every time, every year under Carlisle, we've had a lot of potential, but it doesn't amount to anything because Carlisle has these weird-ass rotations that lead to a lot of defensive lapses, and we lose games that we should have won. I say we, but I'm not on the team. That the Mavericks should have won. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just I don't understand that. We traded for Willie Cauley-Stein and he hasn't been playing him very many minutes. Like why? Same thing with Marjanovic, with Boban. Like how the fuck do you not play that guy when you're up against Rudy Gobert? Why do you not play that guy when you're up against fucking not Vucevic, Jokic, the Joker? I don't know why you don't put him up against that. You know what I mean? Utilize the guy more. I understand you can't play him that many minutes, but you get your money's worth. Why the fuck bring a guy into your team and not play him? You know what I mean? There's so many players that they don't ever use. You know, isn't that what helped you win the championship? Utilizing your bench a lot more? I don't think he's been doing that as much. Like utilizing the bench enough, at least the ones that are shining out. And now they've actually let go of Brokoff, who is a decent three-point shooter, may I add. You know, I don't see why they didn't give him more minutes. You know, they give Brunson, who struggles a lot of the times. And then I like Seth Curry, but there's games where he is a fucking amazing game, and then there's games where he's completely off. This last game, he wasn't. He just, I don't know, he just wasn't getting enough of the touches. He was more distributing mainly. And then Tim Hardaway Jr., like, again, he has fucking amazing moments, and then he has some really subpar, mediocre moments. But so far this year, he's been having a lot more awesome moments. So, you know, and I said last time that, they should trade him, but he's been really improving the more and more the year has gone on. So, yeah, I'm off that wagon now. I think they should really keep Tim Hardaway Jr. because I think he has a lot of potential still. It's just I really don't think this roster under Carlisle is going anywhere. Even when they have Luka, they lose games that are so that they could have easily won if they had the right rotations. You know what I mean? And if they weren't forcing like stupid shots. I don't know. And granted, like, Kristaps struggled in this game, but he's usually decent on defense. So I don't know. I just feel that there's a lot going on here that I wish they would have improved on. Granted, Willie Cauley-Stein, I think they should give him more of a chance, but in retrospect, I really think they should have gone for something different. Like, they needed to have gone with a center that's going to, like, you know, give you decent perimeter defense so Kristaps can focus more on the offensive end. And then, you know, it can help you space the floor so Kristaps and Luka can operate. But they didn't, so I don't know. I really don't know what the Mavericks' plan is here. But we'll see when it comes to pass. But overall, yeah, as far as the Mavericks are concerned, and recently I'm not certain if they actually did or they're going to pick up Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. I don't know how to feel about that. From what I hear, he's been, like, okay. He's decent on defense, but I don't know, man. Like, at this point, I'm hearing all these other names, and it's just like, I don't know why we don't have the potential to go get people. Again, maybe there's some master plan by Mark Cuban to utilize a lot of those pieces in a trade that gets something really spectacular, but who knows at this point. But yeah, I'm just not impressed, and as the Mavericks keep sliding down in the standings, it's just getting a little frustrating and a little concerning. I hope the Mavericks can do well, but I don't know. I'm a little frightened at what is to come. But anyhow, let me know what you think in the comment section. Suscríbete a mi canal y hasta el próximo, mi gente. Bye bye.